I'm reviewing a study done over 3 years in Korea looking at technology access of one technology piece per student. The pros of teaching with technology from this study. 1. Engagement increased. Students were able to review notes they missed during class, lessons from missed class, notes, assignments are all available online. There was also an increased amount of teacher asking and student asking questions, peer to peer, peer to teacher. Though I do question how that was quantified comparatively, as in my classroom when we're not using computers, there's lots of opportunity for students to ask questions from each other. Second pro is that student involvement increased. Students enjoy the novelty of working on an assignment using a computer and the benefit of the internet. I've also experienced this phenomenon in my classroom. Kids get pretty excited at the idea of going and using the Chromebooks or going to the library and using the computer lab. 3. Testing did not improve. That was mentioned, but it was also mentioned furthermore elaborated within the article that some of the skills were not adequately assessed. So the assessment themselves have to be modified to be representative if you're going to be using technology in the classroom. We can appreciate that the usage of technology does have a lot of direct support for gaining computer tech skills. The cons of teaching with technology. So the first thing that was pointed out was that though there was an increase in usage and engagement because of the novelty factor, as time passed, the novelty factor wore out, especially as similar non-interactive digital activities started appearing. So it was kind of pointed out that maintaining novelty requires extraordinary effort by the teacher. It's very difficult for teachers to be creating a lot of interactive digital assignments that are different and unique every single time. So this can lead to teacher burnout and other problems as well. It's just not really that easy to maintain for all lessons. Number 2, the con. Computer misuse began to increase with time. Students would increasingly be watching shows or playing games. As students observed this happening, they would join in on the fun. So it started to spread around a lot of students. I've experienced this myself. I've not been able to maintain high levels of digital activities. I just use them here and there. And sometimes if they're just writing up reports or if they're using a PowerPoint for the 4th time, that they do seem to lose interest. So it's important to maybe only use those selectively. I've also observed that if students have a project and they maybe have to do research for multiple classes in a row, it's very easy for them to get distracted. If they see other students playing around, they themselves will play around and it spreads very quickly. Another point brought up, which was more from anecdotal stories from students themselves that participated in the study. And they were sharing how there were experiences with technology failing and internet being down or battery power. And I have experienced Chromebooks and laptops with battery problem issues, as well as a variety of other random problems, including students not logging out and then using up too many resources and all sorts of things. Technology is very challenging in that regard. Effective use. For my own personal use, I'm going to use a website so students can stay connected. I feel like technology can help develop those 21st century skills. By having it available online, the students can be empowered. And I also want to minimize my use of technology, only using it for critical items so that novelty does not wear off. Thank you.